Today, we're talking supercars. More specifically, we're talking Lamborghini because they are one of the most fabulous makers of all things supercar. They have a rich history. In fact, they have 50 years of it. It was 50 years ago when Enzo pissed off Ferruccio and gave us the best tractors on the planet. Sorry, Porsche. Now, though, today we're celebrating a specific Lamborghini, the Gallardo. It turns 10 this year. That's a pretty amazing achievement for any supercar, and this one's pretty special to the brand. 10 years ago, in 2003, they launched the Gallardo, and it was a pretty radical departure from the insane bulls of past. It was still crazy though. It wasn't that great yet either. In 2006, they fixed it. Now though, in 2013, we're saying goodbye to the Gallardo. This car is going away. Lamborghini is an automaker that doesn't make cars in large bunches. However, the Gallardo is the one car they've produced the most of. In fact, they've produced 14,022 specifically. The last one recently rolled off the assembly line. It was a Spider Performante in red, and it went to a private collector. And there was much hoo-ha surrounding it, as there should be. This, though, is the last of all special editions of the Gallardo. And I know you hear people say that. There have been plenty of them, but this is it. They're not building anymore. This is the 2013 Lamborghini Gallardo Squadra Corse. So what does that even mean? Well, essentially, this is Lamborghini's Gallardo that is most closely related to its Super Trofeo race cars. They've added lightness, you could say. Weighs 1,370 kilograms, which is around 3,000 pounds, almost exactly. And you've got a whole lot of oohs and ahs to get there and to get this car special. That, for example, is the engine cover. You can easily lift it off yourself. It's got the race-style latches, and there it is on the ground. Please try not to step on it. It reveals this glorious engine, but before we get to that, you've got this big wing, which looks a little gaudy, but it's a Lamborghini, and it should. In fact, it's also functional. This adds about 3 times as much downforce as the normal little spoiler that sits here. Further, you've got touches like the carbon fiber side sills. You've got big wheels, especially out back. Those are 11-inch wide wheels, massive. But you've got that engine that I just mentioned. That is a 5.2 liter V10. It makes 570 horsepower and near 400 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with the E-Gear 6-speed paddle shiftable automatic gearbox. It's a wonderful combination that makes tons of power, but it also makes glorious noise. Before we get to that though, I want to take you through a walk on the inside of this car. When you step inside the cabin of the Squadra Corse, which you know you're in it because it says it right there, you realize how much more focused this is than your average Gallardo. For one, these are fixed carbon fiber seats that are not good in terms of making me comfortable. My back is killing, but that's fine because they're essentially race seats and they're already cut out for harnesses. This isn't a car for tall gentlemen like myself. I'm 6'3", my head is bumping right up against the headliner, but them's the brakes in a car like this. I can fit, I can drive it, and it will put a big smile on my face. But everything else here is going on to let you know, again, that you're dealing with practically a street-legal race car. Plenty of carbon fiber, covered in suede, this great carbon fiber suede steering wheel. You've got a leather pull on the door instead of a regular, there's a carbon fiber door handle, but there's also this leather pull. The e-brake is carbon fiber. If you don't see carbon fiber, you see suede, but then in the middle you see some plastic with this Audi sourced infotainment system. Here's where it gets traditional Lamborghini, even though this is the Audi part of things. It doesn't read my iPhone for music. It doesn't read 2 SD cards that I put in for music, and the satellite system, Lamborghini didn't pay for the subscription. So I've been listening to FM radio. Woe is me, I know. But you know, once you get used to hearing your own music, you want to listen to your music. But that is a minor quibble because if you bought this car, you would pay for the satellite subscription. However, you probably can't buy this car. For one, it's $250,000, but that's not the sticky point. They're only bringing 18 of them to North America. 15 to the US, 3 to Canada, 50 for the whole planet. And if you are in North America, I hope you like this Giallo Midas yellow color because that's the only color that's coming here. Again, it's a car of compromises, but you know, that's what you do. And here's where we're compromising. This is an unusually crappy day weather-wise for Southern California. Earlier, we were up on Ortega Highway, the Hooniverse Highway hooning grounds. Take a look. Okay, see, that's where we were. But we ran for shelter because it started pouring on us. And we ducked and covered. We needed to get some shots of the car. But then we thought to ourselves, This is the last of a legendary machine. You shouldn't just put it away and tuck it away because it's raining out. Additionally, it's got all-wheel drive. So we're not going to be pansies. We're going to go outside and we're going to get you the shots and we're going to drive this thing the way it wants to be driven. This is the car that can't be locked down here in a parking garage. It was nice to get a good look at it down there, but it wants to be driven. So we're going to drive it. We've emerged from the garage and the rain is gone. I was kind of hoping to drive this in the rain. I did a little bit on the way to the garage, but you missed that. The car was fantastic, but now that we're out on the Pacific Coast Highway, we're gonna let this thing stretch its legs a little bit. We've got 570 horsepower sitting behind us, sending power to all four wheels, and we're dealing with this very quick shifting gearbox. It's really nice because I keep it in Corsa mode, which is the most aggressive shift program, and the shifts are violent. Yeah, I'm already complaining that my back is killing me from this seat, but adding Corsa mode just makes the pain a little bit more fun. So this is the final Gallardo. It's the Squadra Corse. This is one of 50, that's it. But if you do opt for this car, you're getting something special. You're getting the most hardcore Gallardo ever made. It's prepped for the street, but it's ready for the track. I'm not comfortable in here, but that makes it feel like more of a race car. I can blast down the Pacific Coast Highway, past that big dually on the right, but people pass on the right here in California, and have a blast. You can just rock it up to speed in this car. The top speed is 199. We're not going to test that today. 0 to 62 miles per hour happens in just 3.4 seconds, which you would think would be a little bit quicker with the other supercars of this era, considering a GTR can break the 3-second mark, but still, it's still low threes for 0 to 60. It's still quite amazing. It's still a rush. And in Corsa mode, let me pop down here, it punched you in the back. The sun is setting on the Gallardo, just like the sun over Huntington Beach and the Pacific Coast Highway is setting on us. It's been a beautiful run for one hell of a car. If there was any way that you would want a car like this to go out, it's with the most bad of the Gallardo bulls. This is it. We just had a blast with it. We had fun with it in the rain, which you didn't get to see because our cameras wouldn't work. We had fun with it underground just looking at it, and we had fun with it blasting up and down PCH. This is how you do it. This is how you go out on a high note, and as sad as we are to see the Gallardo go, we're excited to see its replacement because it's going to be even better because it's going to be a baby Aventador with some lines of its own. But for now, let's take this in. Let's celebrate 10 years of the Lamborghini Gallardo. I love this car, but it's killing my fucking back.